Hey guys, welcome to Island 5. Sorry for the late upload. We're going to clear out the trees at the very top of the map like I just did. Go ahead and place your hero out, marker on strong. For the free tower, we're going to put out a druid and we'll also put out the dart. We're going to start with a plane. We're going to make this a 4-2-0 set on Wing Monkey if you do have the monkey knowledge. Make sure you use the hero ability every time it refreshes. I'm just going to keep clicking this while it's within range of the boss because I feel like it does extra pierce when you're doing this, just until I can get it upgraded to the 4th path on the top path. Once we get this upgraded, I'm not going to be clicking the button. I'm going to leave it on Wing Monkey, and then we'll start working towards our next tower. We're going to go ahead and pick out a Super Monkey, and we're going to make it a 2-0-0. This boss goes immune every 10 rounds to the different types of towers. So on round 10, it's going to go immune to military. So you'll see me turn around and sell that plane, but we don't want to sell it until it goes immune to that military. As soon as it does, we'll finish upgrading our Super Monkey to a 2-0-0. I will upgrade the druid for added defense since we no longer have the plane to a 1-3-0, and we'll place out one more Super Monkey, same path as a 2-0-0. Make sure you set both of these Super Monkeys on strong, that way they're targeting the rock balloons and the boss. I'm going to grab that dart that we originally placed and make it a 3-0-2. We need to start preparing. On round 20, it's going to go immune to magic, which is the 2 supers that are damaging the boss right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put out a spike. It's going to be a 2-4-0. On round 18, sell one of the Super Monkeys so the ability is available and refreshed. Don't use the ability until it goes immune to the magic. Once it goes immune to the magic, then you can turn around and sell the other Super Monkey. And what we're going to do is we're going to spam these planes like the very first path that we did. All of them are going to be 4-2-0s, same path set on Wing Monkey. We'll just keep an eye on the level that we're on. The main thing with this boss is just watching which type of towers it's immune to. Once you get that and you get that initial setup and you have high tier towers, you don't really have to worry about it anymore. When it goes immune to support, we no longer want that spike factory. What we're going to do is we're going to work towards a T5 Ice Monkey. We're going to make it a 5-2-0. I'll sell the spike as the first tower and then sell the planes until you have enough for the 41,000 to upgrade that Ice Monkey all the way to a 5-2-0. You'll see me put out another plane. I will upgrade my druid for added defense. It's going to be a 1-4-0 just to loop back to that. When it goes unimmune and goes immune to primary, we're going to rebuild our spike factory, but this time we're going to make it a T5. We're going to make it a 1-5-0. As soon as it hits round 40, sell that Ice Monkey. It's no longer going to be of value, and upgrade that spike all the way to a T5 as a 2-5-0. I'm going to pair this with an Engineer Monkey. If you do the middle path on the Engineer and you upgrade it to the 4th or the 5th tier on the middle path, it overclocks. And when you overclock it, it's going to help with the pierces and how much damage it does. So I'm going to use a tech bot once I upgrade this, and that little wrench, when it refreshes, I'm going to target my T5 spike. So every time that refreshes, you can click that and then click that spike, and as you see, it turns green. It's overclocking that spike. I'm going to also pair this with a tech bot so I don't have to do this, and it will just automatically overclock after I upgrade this druid. So you're going to see where I upgraded that druid to a T5, a 1-5-0, and then I'm going to put a tech bot so I don't have to overclock. I'll work on my next T5. Since we're limited on towers, we're going to do the bottom path. I'm going to make it a 0-2-5, and I'm going to overclock that one as well on that one. So our main defenses all the way up until we can create the Dart Paragon is going to be the Spike Factory and then the T5 plane as well too. So I'm going to, once I upgrade it all the way to a T5, I'm going to make it a 0-2-5, and then you'll see I'll place the other Engineer Monkey and upgrade it to a 0-4-0 and overclock it at all times. It really helps if you do have the tech bots. That way you don't have to constantly do it, and then you can start working on building your towers for the Dart Paragon. This is going to be an extremely lazy strategy as well, too. This is my very first attempt at the boss. This is going to get you 120, which is going to be a solid score for the final map. If you want to micro really hard, you could probably get well higher if you modify the strategy. If you're looking for a really lazy strategy to where you can get a paragon and you have to do little to no work, this is going to be that strategy. So after you get your T5 of the spike and your T5 of the plane, all we're going to do is start preparing for the paragon. So I'm going to start with the middle path dart first, just because when you upgrade that, they turn into mini super monkeys. So if you hit that ability at the bottom, then they'll turn into mini super monkeys, and then they'll hit the boss to kind of help with that damage. I am also going to put a float. That way it targets more towards the back end of the map, and that way I can target. You can put them up towards the top, so that top ledge on the right hand side, you can put them up there as well too if you rather do that, if you don't want to use a float. But I want it to maximize my space and my damage here, so I just went ahead and used a float here, but you necessarily don't have to. After you get the middle path, it doesn't matter which ones you upgrade. I went ahead and upgraded the top path. I have the monkey knowledge, so I'm going to upgrade my bottom path twice to maximize my paragon. If you don't, you can just contribute more money towards it if you would like to upgrade so you don't have a degree 1. And make sure that you're paying attention to your rounds. Right now, we're on round 81. If you look up top, it says we're immune to primary, so we do not want to create our paragon yet. If we do, all the rock balloons are going to hit, so we need to wait until it hits round 90. And if you want to do a less lazy strategy, you can put other towers to help get the rounds off quicker. If not, you can just wait until you hit almost to round 90 and then turn around. And what I would do is I would sell the plane first, since it's going to go immune to military next, and then you can sell the spike, or you can even sell the druid, whichever one. As long as you have 150,000, then you can go ahead and grab any one of your darts, preferably one towards the back end of the map. After you get the paragon, honestly, you can just let it speed forward and you'll get to 120 each time. If you want to help, you can start putting defenses towards the beginning half of the map, or start working on something else if you would like. So what I do is, after I go ahead and create that dart paragon, I clear out the trees at the beginning portion of the map, and to help slow down some of the mobs and the rock balloons and things towards the top, I went ahead and put out some towers to slow that down. That way the paragon's strictly focusing the boss. So you're going to see me go ahead and place an ice monkey and make it a 205. I'm going to go ahead and do a balloon trap. It can help generate income. You can make it a 025. If you do, you can target it directly in the middle. That way it gets all of the lanes as it comes down and grabs all of the balloons and mobs. And then you can upgrade even to a druid. It really doesn't matter. Put whatever you want here. Either way, the paragon's going to hold for the boss at the end, and then all of the towers at the beginning portion of the map is just to slow down all of the mobs and the rock balloons. But that is it. This is a very easy last boss. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other different strategies out there that's going to get you way higher than 120. But if you're truly looking for a really lazy and easy strategy that is going to get you 120 each time, this is going to be it. Just make sure that you're overclocking your T5 plane and you're overclocking your spike. And the main thing with this boss is all you have to do is make sure you're watching your rounds and knowing what it is immune to. That is the most difficult thing with this boss. And it's really just towards the beginning portion of the rounds and knowing which one you need to make sure you put out on the different tower types and knowing when you can create your paragon. But that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the videos for this boss rush event. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't, and drop a comment on how far you got. And if you want to support me in-game, my in-game creator code is mthegoddess, just like my YouTube channel. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. Bye.